Ba-da-ba-ba-bo. All right. We are just gonna chill on some POE 2 here. This is essentially probably what we'll be doing once the new league launches around this time, so figured we'd try it out tonight before the league goes live. SSF, hardcore, boom boom. Monk.
Pagan! You failed to liberate your brothers.
IamBramer.
Just as you have failed in poisoning my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer. Let us recapture the pagan. Don't let him escape.
By the dreamer's will, I have another chance.
Alright.
You are the first ones. You're alive. I'm glad to see them now. I would appreciate it if you could. Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
Gonna be the
Rest now.
worst part of
I will
it
see
because
about this miller.
we're actually gonna be using a bow. Not a big fan of melee. Dude, these fucking porcupines, man. Goddamn deadly. Bro, they're so deadly. God damn.
Power. But at what cost?
Gotta go back this way, I think. I don't know if I should go for a level. Or we face the big guy over here. Eh.
The miller has seen better days. Feel the shock!
Man, this is so much rougher on a melee character to start. There we go.
Training continues. Skill always beats raw strength.
Elden, please come in.
have the Ezamites fallen this far?
There's a big
Okay, so I can't remember if we can actually buy a bow right away.
Discipline of the
Probably won't be able
forge has
to.
This may... I fear this lance. I've collected these over time.
I sense within her a kindred.
What have we got?
Okay, actually we would, well, I already have gold from when we played this before. I guess it'll depend on how the start
I'll
goes.
find some use for that. If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Bow. We are gonna do poison. Did get a skill point, I should probably spend that. Be curious to see how much the tree is gonna change. I don't know if they released what the tree is actually gonna look like or not. I should probably look at that. Throw an escape shot on. We take her on with no gear. Let's just see how it goes. Probably a really bad idea to do this with no gear. Uh-oh. Yeah, really bad idea. We're out of health pots. I don't know what happens if you run away from her fight. I've never done that before. Just come back in. She's same HP level. Huh. Oh, it'll be definitely a good idea. Make sure we have gear before we go for her. I was cutting it too close too many times. We may need to farm her too on our league starter character.
A foul lair for a foul creature.
Try and get some gear.
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless path.
I just realized did not have item drops showing. Whoops. We wouldn't skip any good gear. Yo, Dante, thanks for the likes, man. How you doing? Welcome back. Figured I'd start getting some practice in on POE 2 before the league starts. If I don't just go into it like completely dry. Oh, you just beat Wukong again on New Game Plus. Hey, man, congrats. That's sick. Was it easier or harder on New Game Plus for you? First try, cause okay, so it was easier. That answers that question. New Game Plus is broken, huh? I don't know if this is a good idea. I have no gear right now. Let's see how this goes with no gear.
What's twisted nightmare?
I'm gonna have to start watching out for the tail soon. This is super rough with no gear. Just takes too long to kill. The limited gourd uses is what was drawing you back, huh? Which one is the life-saving thread again? I think the two soaks I had on mine were the one that give you a little bit more HP after you use the gourd, and then some damage resistance after you use the gourd. I think those are the two I had in my gourd like the whole game. This takes so long if you have no gear, dude. This is fucking crazy how long this takes.
Nightmares have no power against the light.
Oh, the Four Banes one, that's right. I probably should have done more stuff with the Bane stuff, but I guess in the end I didn't really need it too much.
The name's Finn. Who knows what prizes await there? Why then?
Not surprised to see a thief in a place like this.
That soak is broken in chapter 5. They constantly put you on fire. I got a bunch of items in stash from playing earlier this league, but I don't want to touch any of them. I want to just go through here and remember what league start is going to be like. Any movement speed? I'll take that.
That's a good one.
I appreciate those likes. Oh, the soak that makes it a chance when it doesn't use up a quantity or whatever. Is that the one you're talking about? That should be a good first support gem. Pierce on our poison. Yeah, I almost always orient my builds on those games around the bosses and not around, like the trash mobs throughout the levels. Because there'll be stuff like when you kill an enemy, you heal and stuff like that, which sounds appealing, but then you remember, like, it's completely useless in a boss fight, which is the harder content of the game, so...
Go on then.
What I tend to do in the Souls-like. Not always, but usually.
Foul creature.
Don't lose sight of it.
Hopefully the new League mechanic isn't too harsh on a hardcore character on the initial playthrough, or we might have to end up skipping the League mechanic if it looks too rippy.
Spirit, guide us. It's getting stronger. Down. Don't let up. Spirit will be done.
You pretty much first tried everything in New Game Plus, huh? You're that strong? Sounds like they didn't scale the monsters to enough to keep up. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I guess it depends what you're looking for. If in New Game Plus you want to feel like a god, now that you've beaten the game, you just want to wreck everything. Or if you're looking for an even bigger challenge. I almost wonder if Escape Shot might actually end up being a really good leveling gem since they're buffing it. Escape Shot's actually pretty freaking decently powerful in the early game. Got good built-in AoE already, it does a decent amount of damage, it freezes quite often. Low-key actually might be a main skill to use. We'll see.
Won't be getting through.
Wait, we hit level 4, I can throw this on now. Go. I'm curious to see how well the new sprint mechanic is going to work too. Especially in hardcore. Might be one of those things where maybe you don't want to touch it in hardcore because it might just cause you to rip. I appreciate those likes on the stream, guys. You got nothing to apologize for, Dante. You're good.
Savor the feeling, but keep moving forward.
So what are you gonna do next now that you beat New Game Plus? Are you gonna do another run through, or are you gonna jump on a different game? You're gonna go in for another New Game Plus? Nice. Well, hopefully, this time they scale it up a little more, give you a challenge again. When is the launch date for Yote? I still have to play Ghost of Tsushima at some point. I have not played that yet. That'll definitely be after Expedition 33, because that is my first game we're doing after this marathon's over.
The old ways still hold.
Yeah, I remember Ghost of Tsushima looking really good. I mean, normally I wouldn't dump these in the league, but... Excuse me. Yote comes out in a month? No way. Holy cow, okay. I did not realize it was that close ahead. Wait a second, doesn't Metal Gear Solid come out this week too? Never played the OG Metal Gear Solids. I think I played 5 or 4. There's so many good games coming out in this next 2 months. I think it's actually crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure October had a crap ton of sick games coming out. Oh, Yote's in October? Well, there you go. Yeah, like I said, October's gonna be crazy for gaming. There's so many crazy good titles that look like, from what I remember, were coming out in October. Hopefully we'll get, I think some good horror games are coming out as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do a horror month this year or not. I might possibly do a horror month again. I did it last year. Oh crap. Just run back to town anyways. We can manage it. I don't know if there's any way for me to like wipe my stash from a league other than manually deleting everything. Oh yeah, Devil May Cry, they announced number 6? In fact, I think that was the games I played just before this marathon. I played the old Devil May Cry's 1 through 4. I haven't played 5 yet. What was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, identify.
Hello.
And then I would disenchant this.
Hello. Please. Take your time.
Max life. I need to see if I can set up some better screens for this game on vertical too. There's so many inventory systems, it's kind of hard to get everything on vertical. Like anytime we do anything in inventory, it gets all cut off screen. It's either that or make the screen smaller, so more fits. Like what if we do something like this? Does that seem too small? I feel like that's too small. I'll have to play around with that. Yeah, it's hard to go back to the way back Resident Evil, or not Resident Evil's, Devil May Cry's. They're kind of rough to play, I'm not gonna lie. I was getting kind of frustrated with them sometimes because they lacked a lot of stuff that modern games have fixed.
Stay safe if you can.
If you take a look.
We would look for a quiver, we would look for a decent belt if we have anything. We have for gloves right now. Energy shield and fire resistance. I think I'm good. Energy shield's free life for us.
Go well.
Yeah, the camera angles on the old games were brutal. The flow of combat sometimes was rough for me too. Like the combo timing and stuff. Four definitely felt like a huge step up from what I remember. That was like 30 games ago now at this point, so it's hard to remember exactly. Christ, I didn't even play it that long ago. It's hard to think, like, that's how many games I've played since then because of this Souls Marathon. So many games. You really like the combat in 3, huh? That's the one where you... Is that the one where you climb the tower? Which one was 3 again? I think that was the one where you climb the tower. Yeah, that's 3? Okay. Yeah, that one was not bad. That was actually a pretty semi-difficult final boss fight on that one, too. Remember that one took me a few tries on the final boss. Taking down your brother. Yeah, I forgot how slow this game's gonna be at League start. And you have nothing. No support gems. So yeah, I'm curious, Dante, what's pillar stance have you been or what staff stance have you been using on your plate? Well, there's death. Rip that character. Good that I refamiliarized myself with this now, though. Oops, wrong button.
Pagan! You failed to liberate your... Recapture the pagan! Don't let him escape!
By the dreamer's will, I have another chance.
By the first ones! You're alive! I'm glad to... Now I would appreciate it if you could... Reach Clearfell. Find...
Rest now. I will see about this Miller.
Maybe maybe I shouldn't start straight into hardcore on League start. Get used to all the new stuff first, maybe. Or we could still do hardcore. Maybe when we die, we just continue the character. Keep familiar with it. And figure out our proper build before we switch back into hardcore. I don't know. I'm undecided on that. I had never played hardcore until POE 2. In POE 1, I always did softcore trade league. And I said, screw it, I'm gonna try hardcore soul self-found on POE 2. And I did that, and now I can't go back. This is the only mode I want to play on this game now.
Power, but at what cost?
Oh yeah, I didn't see the staff stances. This is the first message I saw from your staff.
Shock! Effective.
Oh, they might be getting censored. There's pillar, thrust, and smash. Wow, they censor it. I could see how they might censor some of those words. That's so... Dude, okay. Just say 1 for smash, 2 for thrust, and 3 for pillar. Dude, these fucking porcupines are gonna kill me, man. These things are so deadly. The bang bang stance? I'm gonna assume that's the smash. That's so crazy that they filter out smash and thrust. Or even pillar. Like, what? It's gotta be smash. Wanna smash? Uh-oh. That was close. The zombie stunned me. Dude, fucking melee early game is so brutal. Holy shit. I could just go ranger, but I really want to do the monks. Maybe I should do ranger. Go Deadeye. I like doing the monks, what is it, invoker for hardcore because it's got a really good note in there for survivability.
Skill always beats raw strength.
Oh, you use the thrust stance for
Please come inside.
Erling and the monkey. So you like using thrust stance for the super hard bosses.
How have the Ezamites fallen?
Renly's the name. You're up by Smith. There's a beast knife you could chant oh well.
The discipline of the forge has taught him strength.
But I fear this land's Finn makes fun of my collection, but I think it's charming. Stay safe if you can.
What have we got? You have a keen eye.
Maybe what I need to do is do Ranger for my League starter, and then we could potentially switch over to Monk for our second. Because we're bound to die at some point. And that way we have at least some gear built up for the Monk first. I don't know. I already bought one. Oh, you wanted to use Erlang's staff? The, his special spear staff, right?
Hello, please. Take your time. Another for my collection. Bye.
Maybe I should have played with that more. The thrust stance. Or the pillar stance. Like, didn't touch him at all, basically. It just smashed the whole game. But that smash stance works so freaking well with that spirit I was using. Oof, we had a good setup. For sure.
Oi, anything take your fancy?
You have a quiver? No, you didn't.
That's a good one. Stick to the cairns.
Yeah, the pillar one looked cool, especially when you did the fully upgraded focus damage one, and he just like rose up like a skyscraper. But I remembered I didn't like using it in my first playthrough for some reason, so I just didn't even touch it again. The chest down here? Might have missed it. Should have hit it by now, I feel like. Oh, you got a lightning dragon animation with the long staff? I didn't know that. Maybe poison won't be the play. Maybe I should lightning arrow, lightning rod. Nah, I don't want to do that. Yo, what up, Dory? You want to try this on the PS5, but you heard it's unplayable? Yeah, I don't know. I have not played this with a controller. I mean, well, I suppose it's not free to play yet. Do they have the first Path of Exile on PlayStation 5 yet? Or is that not a thing? You could always try out the first game if they do. Because that game's essentially gonna have the same type of inputs. Wait, I don't want to fight her yet. Oh well. Should be fine.
Another milestone. Endless path.
I don't know if, I assume on a PlayStation 5 you can hook up a keyboard now. I don't see why not. Couldn't you do that on even on like a PS3? I swear that was a thing. The Resident Evil games are great, Dantex. Resident Evil 2 Remake was great. I didn't do 4. 3 was okay. I didn't like it as much as 2. Or are you talking about like the OG Resident Evil games, like going way back? What's the gameplay like though? I don't know what you mean. Of the Resident Evil games? It's like third person over the shoulder
creature.
Like a medium slow pace. You gotta be a little bit tactful sometimes with what you do. I guess it also depends on what... I think there's difficulties on the game. Can't remember if that game has difficulty options. I think it does. So it also depends what difficulty you pick. If you pick an easier difficulty, you can kind of probably be a little bit more full bore into things and not have to worry or think as much. Just kind of just do whatever. But if you don't play on that, I swear the game has difficulty levels. If you play on a harder one, then you got to be a little bit more careful with your resources because you won't find as many boxes of ammo and stuff like that. So you don't like third-person games? Have you played the BioShock games? Could be a good set of games to look at. If you're looking for a more first-person shooter. You haven't? Okay, those I would take a look at the BioShock games once, maybe. You can find those on sale quite a bit, too. The first one was... dude, the first one blew people away when it first came out. Because the gameplay was crazy cool. The whole environment thing was like a new thing in gaming. No one had done like a good environment area like that. And then the story just caught a bunch of people by surprise. They weren't expecting where the story went. The gameplay in BioShock 2 was way better. Because they made things easier to do in combat too. So BioShock 2 had even better gameplay. The story wasn't as good as in 1, but the gameplay was way better. I have not played High on Life. That's the one where the guns talk and stuff, right? No, I never had a chance to play that one. Wonder if it's gonna be worth looking for that. Probably not. If I'm ever in the mood for a funky shooter, I'll take a look.
What twisted nightmare!
This is Path of Exile 2, Sunly Gaming. Their new league is coming out on the 29th, so I wanted to jump in and get some practice on solo self-found hardcore, which basically means I can't trade gear with other players, and if my character dies, they're dead. Like, I have to start over from scratch. So I only get one life. The game will be free to play eventually, but right now, because it's in the early access stages, you have to pay, I don't remember how much it is, maybe $30 or so. But they also give you that equivalent value in their in-game currency as well for buying stash tabs and stuff like that. So I don't know if it's on the PS5. I think someone mentioned it is. But they also mentioned that it might be really hard to play on the PS5 right now, so I'm not sure. I've never played this game with a controller, so I don't know how well the controls translate to a controller yet. But I know they put a big focus on making sure that this game is compatible with controller, so...
Hello. Finn makes fun of my collection. But I think... Oh, I like this one.
Oh, yeah, early game is gonna be rough.
Bye. Please, take your time.
In fact, I probably wouldn't have even been able to buy that ring if we just did leave start, because that was 200 gold. You have a quiver? Of course you don't. I want mana or life recovery. Have I played the Harry Potter game? I have not, but I know a lot of people that did, and they liked it. Yo, what up, Bear? You play mostly on Xbox, and you like it better with a controller. Oh, well, shit. There you go, Sunly Gaming. Bear says it works pretty well on a controller. How is this a Souls-like? Oh, Rick, that's probably... The description of this stream is probably still left over from my Souls Marathon I'm doing. Oops. Yeah. So, on my normal streams, oh, my vertical is... all my screens are messed up because I was messing with my cameras earlier. Gonna have to fix that. On my normal stream time, this is what I've been doing. I've been playing through Souls-like games. I just forgot to update the description. I'm just doing some casual POE 2 tonight. We did Lords of the Fallen earlier today. Yeah, sorry about that, man. That was a moment of laziness probably on my end. the new league launch for this game is coming out later this week, so I wanted to get some practice on it, so I'm ready for when the league launch happens. But yeah, Dante, to answer your question, from what I hear, that Harry Potter game is really fun, so... Okay. Well, that's good to hear, Bear. Maybe I'll give it a try on controller one of these times so I can see. It's totally possible I might actually prefer that way too. Because I prefer playing Souls-like games on controller over keyboard and mouse, so...
Don't let it escape. Keep on him.
Oh, you're right. I went to the wrong screen. Thank you, sir. Sorry. It's because I was messing with my OBS earlier. Appreciate Sunly. I blame Lords of the Fallen. Normally I just do game capture on my games with OBS, but Lords of the Fallen doesn't work with that. So I have a special scene set up just for that game, which is the one I was just switched to, so... Appreciate you. I probably would have been that way for a hot second before I realized it.
Spirit guide you.
Just grab this waypoint real quick.
I won't.
Wonder if we should farm. I think the play might be to go and... Oops, wrong button. What is the button for... Okay, there we go. It's U. I forgot. Do I think Lords of Fallen 2 will be better? I hope it is. I think the first one, Lords of the Fallen 1, I'm playing it right now, but I think it's like a 7 out of 10 for me. I'm not super big into the lamp mechanic, which I know is a big part of Lords of the Fallen, but it does get a little bit tedious sometimes for me. I know the lamp is like a big love or hate thing for a lot of people. They either really love it or they really hate it. And then I guess the newest update they just did for the 2.0 patch made the game much easier. We're a solid chunk. We're like, I don't know, 6 hours into the game, and we only have like 6 deaths right now on there. I was told, I didn't know that they made the game easier with that patch, but I was told you can make the game more difficult with certain settings that you can enable now or something, but it's definitely super easy right now. Yeah, you're not a favor of the lamp either, huh? Wait, which game are you talking about, Sunly? Are you talking about POE 2? For the early development game? Because there's actually a crap ton of content in this game. Like, to give you an idea, in this game, I already have 500 hours in POE 2. Like, the game's not done, but there's a fully fledged out end game and everything put in place for you to do. Like, you can get a lot of content out of the game already. So if that's your concern, trust me, you're good, because there's a crap ton of content in the game already. I would argue this game already has more content in it in its current state than Diablo 4 has in it. This is Path of Exile 2 I'm playing right now. There's also still the first game. So the first game's a lot faster than this game. It's been around. It's been out for a really, really long time. And that one's free to play right now. So just keep in mind if you want to try that one out. This one's a little bit different. This one's a little bit more slow paced, more methodical in terms of how it works, especially in the campaign. But you could always try out Path of Exile 1 to kind of get a vibe for their games. GGG puts a lot of time and effort into their games. They're really good devs. Very fun games. Path of Exile 1 and 2. Yeah, I think the play is going to be... We'll have to farm her at League Start to try and get some starter gear. Yo, Rickabilly, thanks for that super sticker. What game are you playing right now, Rickabilly? Yeah, okay, so suddenly, yeah. I mean... That's because I'm doing hardcore. There is a softcore league where you can just die as many times you want, doesn't matter. But even like my hardcore character, if he died right now, I wouldn't actually lose him technically. He would just get pushed into the softcore league instead. He would no longer be a hardcore character. So I would actually still have him and all of the items and stuff in my stash, all of my equipment. It just wouldn't be a hardcore character anymore. Because they actually have ladders. They have a hardcore ladder, a softcore ladder. They have a trade ladder. They have a solo self-found ladder. So you can kind of play the game however you want. I just found the way I enjoy playing POE 2 the most is doing solo self-found hardcore. So my character gets one life and I can't trade with other people is essentially what all that means. I have to find all of my own gear. But if you're someone who likes to be more casual and not have to worry about that stuff, you can just do Standard League, or not Standard League, but Softcore League. And then you can die as many times as you want. You can go trade items with other people, so you can get some really OP gear with your cash money that you earn in-game. And in fact, they're making it easier to trade with this next update. Oh, you're playing Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Nice, man. That was a fun game. I enjoyed that one.
A remnant of the old magics.
What happened here?
What weapons did you decide to go with?
I'll wait
I did the
here.
dual blades on my playthrough with that game.
Protect me.
Should go find the witch's hut and get some better potions. Yeah, we're gonna go find some potions off this chick. We need to find her hut. Oh, you're going with the longsword. Okay. I feel like they probably balanced the game the most around the longsword, because it seemed like it was like the main weapon that they were trying to set you up with. It's like Khazan. I feel like they balanced the game mainly around the default weapon. I think it was the dual blades in that game. You're stuck on Bride. I do actually have a short video for giving some tips with her, if you're curious. You can go take a look on my channel. Just search for Bride on there. It should pop up, I think. But yeah, she was all of the acts, like, because she's an act boss, like, she's at the end of a chapter of the game, so all of those bosses are always harder. And yeah, I enjoy parrying too, a lot. That's why the dual blades that I used were the twin bandit ones, because they were the only other, aside from longsword, they were the only other weapon in the game that had a parry built into them. Because it was the special ability on them was parry, or what did they call it? Deflect on there. The Bride's dual blades leech? Yeah, that's what I did suddenly. In fact, I had a build guide for the whole dual blades. That build was crazy. I just did that because I thought it was fun. I was not expecting that build to be as good as it was going to be. I just thought it was a fun thing to do. And then I started slamming through some of the bosses that I knew would have been a lot more difficult if I wasn't using that build.
I best not tarry if the trees here behave like that.
Yuck. Yeah, it's nice how that you can just respec whenever you want. I think part of the reason they did that is because certain setups work way better against certain bosses than other ones, so they didn't want you to get screwed over at like being stuck locked into your build. So if you ran into a boss that you're really struggling with, you could just change up to a different build that works way better on them.
Sorry. Bye.
Maybe I should throw on another set. I don't know what I would want to throw on here. Do corrosion for now. Maybe I should have done plague first. Oh, so you did really well against Commander Hong Long then, huh? Well, I suppose you were probably using the longsword. Parry works on her pretty well. She was the first one that kicked my ass. Commander Hong Long. Guess we can just go skip the oceans. Is it Hong Long? Or it's Hong Long? It's been a second, so I can't remember if that's actually her name.
Generations of senseless conflict. And for what? Could that hold the runes I seek?
Maybe we would be better off using lightning arrow early game. A lot of their patterns are the same, huh? Yo, good luck, Rickabilly. You got this, man.
The old ways still hold some power.
Make movies like what, Sunny? You mean like a top-down like this? Is that what you're talking about? Huh. If that is what you're talking about, that's an interesting concept. I'm not sure how well that would work. Let me see here. Boom, boom. Pretty much back where we were before. Oh, the story, theme, and environment? Okay, I gotcha. Well, aren't they doing didn't they establish they're doing an Elden Ring movie? Otherwise, you could say Lord of the Rings, you know, that's kind of... I guess that's not quite the same as this, is it? It would be interesting to see a movie following a plot similar to this game. But like, it would have to be a big budget one, because if it's like a cheap B budget movie, like, you just wouldn't be able to get the right feeling out of it. Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game, but I'm pretty sure they announced they're doing an Elden Ring movie. Forgive me if I'm completely wrong on that. If it's not Elden Ring, it was some other big game, but I swear to God it was Elden Ring.
A malicious presence lingers here.
Oh, 57 energy shield. That's actually really nice early game. I'll take it. Yeah, I saw the Sekiro anime. I think the art style on that game looked pretty unique and cool. I'm sure it'll be great. I've been watching, what is it, Kaiju number 8? That show's pretty cool.
Just
But I'm always down for like a samurai style anime, so... That's the move that killed me last time. Alright, there we go. Much better.
sleep now and dream no longer.
Crash. I don't even know why I picked that up. Obviously, if this was League Start, I'd disenchant those, but... what do we want to do here? Fine arrow. Yeah, that was my first initial playthrough, or like build that I did on this game, was a control rod, lightning arrow build that used the Orb of Storms. So you'd stand around the Orb of Storms and it would keep arcing on your control rods. It was a pretty crazy setup.
I see you've already...
Oh, I had to... Oops, I didn't talk to the guy in town. I knew I was forgetting something. But I played the lightning builds on the arrow on bow so much that I want to do something different this next league. I either want to focus on poison or ice. Because that's what they're making the most changes to.
You have them. Stay safe, if you can. Good. Now the others.
Time to discover what truly happened out here.
The green. Bye.
Yo, Favor, thanks for that sub. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day.
If the Fey spirit.
Yeah, I remember the main reason I did lightning at first was just because I loved how freaking cool it looked.
The old magic still thrive. The ways open.
They did a super good job on the effects on this game. All of them look super badass.
Her singing soothes the soul.
What did I just... Oh yeah, Vine Arrow.
Foul creature.
I honestly think, like, Escape Shot might actually end up being a skill that people use as their main damage dealer. Because I keep using it early game here, and I remember, like, this thing actually does quite a bit of damage early game, and it's got a really good AoE. And they're buffing it like crazy, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it feels like people might actually try and use that as a main skill. Let's see what happens. I'm curious if the Plague Burst skill is going to be much better now too. That it's not some stupid jump ability, you just insta-shoot it with your arrows. It always just felt like, I've tried using it on bosses and stuff, and it always just kind of felt kind of crappy to use.
The mighty fall.
Mushroom Man.
Misery and Ogham never ends.
Or he was just about to hurl a giant boulder at me.
Be gone, foul creature.
Okay, there we go. There's a nice little upgrade. Not too crazy, but... You've convinced me to get this game. Looks fun. Any pros and cons? It's hard to say because everyone's different. It's such a blast to me, this game. Like, dude, look at this is the skill tree. So I guess you could say one of the cons is there's a bit of a learning curve. However, there are so many builds online that you can find that people have set up. Like, some of the people that play these games are just freaking... They dive into everything, and they figure out every tiny little tidbit of stat to make everything absolutely insanely powerful. So if you're struggling, you can just find a build online. I used to do builds on, like, look for builds online, but now ever since I've been playing POE 2 instead of POE 1, I just kind of do everything on my own. It can be a bit slower paced initially, but it will speed up later. I guess that's like people who came from POE 1, that was their biggest complaint, was how slow this game was. But they really wanted to slow the game down because POE 1 got so out of hand with how fast the game got. They didn't want it to get as fast as it did. That's part of the reason why they did this game. I don't know why they have Bursting Plague as a recommended skill for Vine Arrow, because Vine Arrow never poisons. It just does chaos damage around it. Like, it never initially... The only way it can poison is if you put on a poison support and you hit it with the initial arrow you shoot. I don't know why they ever put that as a support. Recommended support. It doesn't do anything. It does nothing. But yeah, I mean, the upside, Sunly, is... Okay, so this game will be free to play eventually. However, in order to play it now, you have to buy it. But the nice thing about that is... this game normally has limited stash tabs. So there's things that you have to buy. So what I would do is they'll give you actually the same amount of currency in-game that they would normally give you if the game was free to play, and then you bought that amount of currency in-game. So that's kind of what you're paying for, which if you're going to play the game a lot, you'll end up wanting to buy stuff here anyways. So what I would do if I was you, if you buy this, wait till they have a stash tab sale, which it looks like they have one right now actually. And then you're going to want to go through here and you want to buy like the special tabs like socketable tab, currency tab. They're all the special tabs in here that'll, like, this is the currency tab. It's where all your in-game money goes. There's a maps tab, a unique tab. So I would spend your currency on those kinds of tabs then in-game, because it makes your quality of life in the game go up a lot. No, I mean fast-paced, like how quick your character moves, how fast you're constantly... If you go look up some POE 1 videos and see how fast people go through maps, I mean, the end of this game actually kind of gets up to that speed as well right now. But I'm just talking about the pacing of the game, not how quickly that you get through it. But I mean, this is an ARPG, right? So it's meant for you to go through the game with a certain build. You get to the end game, you can do a bunch of farming, you can start another character, you can go through it again. It's, you know, it's like Diablo 2, Diablo 3, or Torchlight.
Somewhere in the darkness.
There's a bunch of different classes, there's melee, there's a bunch of different weapons. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that you can do. They have the weapons that your class starts, but you can really use any weapon with any class. It's just a matter of, usually around the tree, it has things around your character that you start with that tend to be good with the weapons that they would traditionally use, but you can literally spec anywhere you want to on this tree, so technically you can make any build kind of viable with any character to an extent. It's just a matter of playing around with it and seeing what works. Because I'm actually using a monk right now, which usually uses a quarterstaff, a melee staff weapon. But instead I'm making him a bow monk. And the reason I went with a monk is because each character type has what's called an ascendancy. And ascendancies are dependent on who you pick as a character, like the class that you pick. And it's I don't think I can view them right now because I don't have any ascendancies. But it's like a special little subclass of skills that they can get for just that specific character. It's some of your strongest skill points that you'll use in the game to really buff your character up. So those can like completely change up how a build works and stuff. So there's some pretty interesting ways that you can use those. Yeah, the biggest thing for this game is the learning curve of all the skill tree stuff, but like I said, when you start playing out, just look online. People will literally have entire build guides out. They'll show you how to, like, what to put your points in while you're leveling. They'll give you recommendations on what to use when you get to certain points in the game, when you get to end game. They'll have farming variations. They might have a hardcore variation if you're playing hardcore. Like, there are so many build guides for this game. If you're struggling, just look at someone's build guide, you'll be good to go. Boss time. Still don't have a quiver, I just realized. That's not good. I should have went to town. I need to go to town and see if the guys got one now.
Leave this place.
I have to really remember I need to be careful on my first character. I'm so used to doing the leveling up with gear I had on my last character now. I forgot what it's like on a fresh character.
Forbidden thaumaturgy causes nothing but pain and
how easy it is to actually die. Actually a pretty good damage buff there. Like a 20% damage buff off that gloves. Okay. Go back to town, see if I can get a quiver. Maybe another new bow.
Boy, take a look.
2 to 4 fire. 2 to 5. Got a quiver now. What else are we missing? Ring amulet. Probably won't find those for a while.
Next time.
Yeah, there's quite a few bosses on this game as well.
Have the name's Spirit. Go make a legend. Feeling lucky? Not bad.
Go make a legend or two. Remember us when
Okay.
you're famous, eh?
Might as well use these up. I think this is a ring. I'll take that. 4 attributes and 1 to 2 cold damage. Damage is damage. Oh yeah, we're doing way more damage now. Feels much better. I always hate this layout. It takes me so long to find the boss in this place for some reason. Lagging? What's going on here? It's a massive network lag in this instance. I'm gonna launch a new instance and hope that fixes it. Now we're fine out here. Oops, it's the same one. There we go. Fixed. Oh, boss! Actually, I should have looked for the side stuff here. We get some support gems and stuff. I forgot to in the other place, too. Whoops. Should go back there. Actually, I think it's the other one that gives me the gem. This one, I think, just leads to a room with gold and stuff in it. That was a little scary. I'll take that, thank you. I should do Plague Burst over Corrosion. Not sure which is better, to be honest.
You will have eternity to regret your intrusion here. Cut down. The spirits yearn. Your soul is mine. Cut down. Succumb to the my beloved Brasilia. Rend your soul. Cut down. Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine! Uh-oh. That was close.
Rend your soul. I require your aid, Brasilia. Will never surrender. Your meaningless life ends now.
I forgot about Flame Wall.
Let the Ezamites buried here finally know.
But I don't have any more skill gems, that's a problem. We can do Flame Wall in the next skill we get. I don't know if that's actually still worth doing or not. Oh, sorry, Rods, I didn't see you there. This is called Path of Exile 2. Sorry, I was kind of focused up. Hopefully you're still there and I got your question in time. This is a game like Diablo. It's an ARPG. It's currently in early access right now as they continue to develop the game. The first one is free to play. This game will be free to play eventually too, but right now for early access it's paid. So I think it's like $25 or $30 or $40. I don't remember. You thought it was Diablo at first. I think this game is way better than Diablo. I think this game blows Diablo out of the water and it's not even close. There's so much more you can do with this game. Like Diablo, you're so restricted into your class. There's like maybe 4 builds per class you can do. This game, there are 10 million builds you can do with each class. Like, it's insane. It can look overwhelming at first, but there's tons of build guides out there that you can follow to like learn, or you can just go through trial and error yourself. But this game is so fucking fun.
Do my eyes.
You could always check out POE 1, Path of Exile 1. Just keep in mind that game's a little bit more faster paced than this game is. And they're changing up the systems on this game quite a bit from that one. But at its core, both games are very similar. If any game is worth buying, it's this one. Yeah, Bear agrees, dude. This game's so good. It's in fucking early access. I have 500 hours in it. Like, that's a testament right there.
I must make them pay. I must make them suffer.
This might have been a bad idea because this guy fucking hits hard. We might need to abandon this fight depending on how this goes. We'll see. I think we'll be okay. I just need to not be stupid and get hit by 2 slams. Ow. That was one. Gotta fucking leave frost ground everywhere too. Yeah, we should be fine. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. That was a little scary. I didn't know he was doing his freeze ghost. Honestly, if I was a smart hardcore player, I probably should have just logged out right there so I didn't die. But I'm so used to not doing that.
Tortured soul.
Upgraded booties. Which is better? I like POE 2 more, but I know there's a lot of people out there that like POE 1 more because it's super fast paced, and they don't like how much slower this game has gotten. Honestly though, the end game of this one gets pretty close to what POE 1 is. You end up going pretty fast in the end game. You can speed through maps at a fairly decent pace on this game. Plus, POE 1 just has so much more content in the game right now because they've been making content for it for 15 years, 20 years now, however long it's been out. I mean, like I said though, it's the first one's free to play right now, so you could always just check it out, level up a character, see how much you enjoy it. If you like Diablo, you'll like POE, most likely. I can't see a reason why you wouldn't. The first league I played this game, I was playing with a buddy who had played it before. Well, not this game, but POE 1. And we were playing through the campaign trying to get to the end game, and I got a unique drop that was a belt, and I identified it, and it was called a Headhunter belt. And I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. My buddy's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Because it's one of the most expensive items in the game at the time. It's a really rare belt. It's like a lot of people use it in their super endgame builds, and I got it during the campaign. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm doing poison right now. It's probably what I'm going to do for my league launch.
Hello.
Because I did so much lightning already. And honestly, I think poison's pretty decent in this game now. For leveling. I don't think it's that bad. I used to do lightning rod, lightning arrow a lot with the orb of storms. Okay, do I want to upgrade that, or I could throw this into flame wall for some extra damage? I think we flame wall it before our gem levels get too high and I can't get this. I'd rather have this on E.
Loathsome creature.
I know they're adding some new poison skills in, and they're changing how some of the poison skills work as well for the league launch, so I think it's gonna make poison even more viable. Although cold looks interesting too, because they're buffing all the cold stuff. Because like nobody uses the cold archer skills. They just don't compare well enough. Well, I can't say that. I think some people do. I think there's some crit builds out there in the end game, but nobody uses it leveling except for maybe like the salvo one or whatever it's called. I hate these porcupines with a passion, dude. All it takes is one volley from those things. If you're not paying attention, you fucking get obliterated. You're dead. Alright, boss is over here. Do I do boss now? $200 HP plus 76 shield. I think we should be alright. We were able to take some good slams from what's his face.
Another corrupted abomination. Get back here. Oh no.
Ow. Can't let myself get hit with 2 of those in a row or we might die. Ow. Ow. Uh-oh. It's terrible roll timing.
Corruption creates strange beasts indeed.
New mana flask. Probably not gonna do the corruption altars just yet, because that stuff actually obliterates you early game. We're gonna come back to that when we get to the end of this act. Because that area is super rippy. I think it's because stuff in there does chaos damage or something. Our current one's probably better, I think. Oh, actually, I lied. I take that back. This one's better. I got another support gem here. I'm gonna save this one for now. I don't know when I want to throw this on. I don't know how much this setup's gonna change on League launch, because there's gonna be new support gems, plus they're reworking how some of the support gems work. We'll kind of have to play it by ear. I'm not gonna go through and like read all the patch notes and figure out specifically what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shoot from the hip. I think this might be another good zone to farm the boss onto for gear. We might stop here and do a farm fest. Not now, but on League. Try and get some yellows off of that crow that we killed, the crow with the bell.
I sense a surreal presence.
We will come back here later. Go find my ukulele.
Another wisp. Here we go. Stay on it.
Sorry, lute, not a ukulele.
Perhaps this will assuage the girl's despair.
Depraved wretch! It's picked its prey. Cut it down.
There's a yellow here? I don't see it.
Don't lose focus.
The fuck? Oh, it's over there. Like, where the hell did it go? Ow! Oh my god! That was a scary chunk of health.
I have no room for that.
No.
I think. Bye.
How
Damage or survivability. I could go here. Go here. Go damage first. Offense is the best defense. I don't remember what the crop circle gives you again. I don't think it drops anything specific. I think it's just a guaranteed rare kill.
Foul creature.
Dead end. Here we go. Let's see what this gives me. I don't remember.
Back to the soil.
Is it a guaranteed skill gem, maybe? It's not. It's just a guaranteed rare kill.
What is this madness? I fear I am too late.
Okay, so here we'll probably want to... Well, we have to do the chest here because we need to get the tools. Or whatever they're called to the blacksmith. But we also get a guaranteed rune. Which could be really nice.
Back to the soil.
Shit. Yellow bow. It's a better bow than the one I have too. It's the next tier up. Or 2 tiers up maybe. Here we go. Oh. 65 DPS to 80. I'll take that. Could throw some slots on it too. We got cold damage. Cold damage, fire damage. That's it. Just throw one of each. Now we're at 105. Basically almost doubled our DPS right there. Yo, what's up, Zero? How you doing? I'm just chilling over here, getting a little, hopping back on POE2 for the first time in a while, getting re-warmed up on here for the new league launch.
Don't do this. Stop. Just wait. Surely we can.
Paths of pieces littered with death. Justice now fight.
Ogden deserves one last execution.
Justice will be served.
Uh-oh, anchor? You're interested in trying POE 2? Well, if you want to try POE 1, POE 1 is free to play. You could jump in that game anytime. POE 2, you do need to pay for it right now while it's in early development. But this is a nice time to jump into it because they're just about to start a new league on the 29th. So the upside is, even though you have to pay for the game, they're going to give you the same amount of money that you would get in in-game currency that you would normally get if you, like, because it's free to play, right? They make their money through you buying stuff in game, which on PoE is in two ways. You either buy something called stash tabs, so you get more inventory space to keep items, or you can buy cosmetics. But you're gonna want those stash tabs anyways if you play the game, so it's not pay to win, no.
Madness echoes here.
So what you get is, you either buy cosmetics or in your stash, which you typically have. You can buy extra tabs just to store more items. So if you play the game a lot, you have tons of different characters. You get more space for storing all your stuff. That's it.
For what it isn't worth. There enter the take revenge.
Alright, well we can't do that yet, but that'll probably be toxic growth. Let's take a look at these boots. actually pretty good. We have another pair of boots. It's a lot of evasion rating. My evasion at 35, that's 48. Do I want the guaranteed health or the... No, let's take the evasion, I think. It looks a bit confusing, especially the skill tree. Yeah, the skill tree is a learning curve. It's actually really not as crazy as it looks, because a lot of these are just like passive things. But the great thing about Path of Exile is there are so many build guides out there. You can just look up someone's guide for the type of thing that you want to do. Like if you want to do a lightning arrow build or a poison build, whatever, you just look it up online. There are going to be so many guides. All you got to do is follow one. And eventually, after you play enough times, follow enough guides, you'll kind of figure out the systems and you can start to build from scratch on your own. If you want to. Otherwise, you can always just keep doing guides. Or you can start from scratch to begin with. And just learn as you go. But I would definitely recommend when you first start out to follow some build guides that are established. They're going to help you realize like things like making sure you have enough resistances and stuff like that. Making sure you know like what kind of stats to look for on your weapon and your gear for the type of build that you're doing. Like melee classes typically go for armor and stuff like that, whereas range and spellcasters usually go for more for like evasion and energy shield, so I'll teach you all about that in the guides. It's a super fun game though. If you like ARPGs, like Diablo and such, I think Path of Exile has the best ones out there. 1 and 2. Yeah, the loot filter's nice. Just because it does help figure out, like, it removes all the trash loot eventually. Or you can completely customize a filter so that it only shows specific gear that you're looking for. Sometimes guides will also include a filter with them, depending on the build, where they might just tailor a loot filter, but they're really easy to get. In fact, you don't even need to download them sometimes. There's a website that literally can just sync straight into your game. Like if I come in here and I don't know if you're on vertical or horizontal right now. If you're in vertical, you won't see it, but you can just literally come in here and select, it's called Filter Blade, and it will literally just sync straight to their website. You don't even have to download anything. But that's actually a super plus because it starts to hide all the crap trash gear that you don't even want to pick up. A lot of ARPGs don't even have that, which can become super annoying when you're constantly seeing a bunch of garbage gear. Uh-oh. Holy shit, that tanked me. Hold on. I need to get some better potions. We got a charm here. We almost bit the dust right there, dude.
It is good. I like to hold on to
220. Well, that's way better. Mine does freaking 50 HP right now.
That might save your life.
Got our first charm. I'll take a thawing charm. That's actually really good. Holy shit. Okay. But yeah, I would highly recommend this. If you're interested, I think it's well worth paying the money for the early access. I have 500 hours in this game. It's an early access game, but there's actually a solid amount of content in the game to do. You can't move and attack with melee. I think it depends on the melee skills that you use. Some of them have movement built in. I don't play melee as much on this game. I always prefer range on ARPGs. Although I did do Barbarian on D4. Uh-oh. Holy leg balls. I'm gonna do the Driftwood Scepter. Yeah, you get a very basic weapon at the start of the game. It gets more advanced as you go. You'll find better gear. They lean you into it. We're getting some really bad network spikes here. Kind of scary on a hardcore character.
The walls carry a subtle beat of a monstrous heart.
When you reset the skill tree, you can pay gold to reallocate your skills after you unlock a certain NPC. I can show you real quick. You'll rescue this guy called the Hooded One, and once you have him, you can come in here and you can do refund passives.
Meditate.
And it costs me 145 gold right now. I don't know how much gold I would normally have right now because I have gold left over from when I was playing earlier in the league. But then yes, you can come in here and you can unallocate stuff that you've put in here. Otherwise, your skills that you have, at any point you can unequip them and put new skills in. Your skill gems. So you can swap those out easily anytime you want. Yeah, it's 145 gold for me right there, or whatever it was for one allocation on my skill tree. So if I wanted to do 3, it would be 3 times whatever the cost was. That's why it's initially usually a good idea if you're fairly new to the game to follow a build guide. Because if you spec the kind of the wrong way on your tree, it can be, if you don't have the gold, it can be really difficult to, you can brick your character basically in a way. Obviously you could just go farm some stuff, get some gold and then fix it, but It's hard to do if you brick your skill tree and you're not doing any damage, you can't survive. So, build guides are definitely a good thing to do when you're new. Alright, we're almost at the end of this chapter. There's a statue boss on here I'm gonna beat, then we're gonna go back to the previous area that we went to earlier. Because I need to get something called the Spirit Gem. I skipped that area earlier because it's actually kind of a tough area when you're low level. Take a lot of damage in it. Wanted to make sure when we did it we wouldn't just die. We should be fine now. I want to kill this statue in here first. Yo, Zero, thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. So, I'm doing a Souls Marathon right now, is what I'm doing during my day streams, but with the new POE 2 League launches coming up, I'll be doing POE 2 on late night after, like, I eat dinner and stuff, so I'll be streaming a lot more of this game around this time in the couple of coming weeks here. But during the day, right now, I'm playing Lords of the Fallen, and after that is Bloodborne, so here we go, this is what I was looking for. Late night is 5 AM for you? Oh shit, man. You haven't even gone to bed yet?
First ones.
Is there no
True gamer.
limit to corruption's influence?
Also, yeah, make sure you use your spacebar to roll around, or if you're on a controller, whatever your dodge button is, to avoid big hits on this game. It's one of the big differences between POE 2 and POE 1. This game has a... Oh god! Oh! We almost died. Honestly, I should have logged out there if I was playing smart. That's what happens when I don't pay attention.
This is the cost.
That was fucking close, dude. Oh, you're playing POE 1. Okay. I guess that makes sense. So never mind. Yeah, you don't have a dodge roll in POE 1, so forget what I said. I think our current bow is going to be better than this one. Yeah. (91 evasion versus 57 energy shield). Honestly, the energy shield's probably better for us.
I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Another for my collection. Thank you.
What happens if I die? Well, because I'm on a hardcore character, my character doesn't get deleted, but he gets removed from hardcore. Let me show you real quick. So when you make a character, there's the league mechanic, or there's a standard league. The standard league are characters that it doesn't matter if it's league or not, your characters are always there. Once a league ends, your characters get put into standard. But there's 3 modes you can play on. The normal one would just be, okay, Dawn of the Hunt, this is the current league, I click continue, boom, we're good to go. Then there's solo self-found, which means, okay, I can't trade items with other players, which means I have to find all of my own gear. I will never be able to get gear from other people. And then there's hardcore, which means if my character dies, it gets removed from hardcore and it gets put into the normal softcore league, which would be just like if I just played like this right now. So hardcore characters, you can only die once before getting removed from the hardcore league aspect. Because the game does have a tree or a ladder online. So people like to compete to get higher up on the ladder. So if your character dies, it doesn't get deleted, you don't lose your equipment, but all of that stuff gets removed from the hardcore part of the league, and it gets thrown into the softcore part of the league. So you could technically still keep playing on that character, it just won't be considered a hardcore character anymore. Alright, let's go back to here and do this. This is my least favorite area of the first act. There's one. If I can ever get up this frickin' ramp, Jesus.
Was that
This guy's voice actor.
dreamer?
God, please.
Here's the big circle. We can clear it out for now, but we can't do it yet.
These men know not what they exalt.
POE 1, you can have only one weapon out at a time, but you can carry 2 different weapon sets on you. You can use more than one spell at a time. The way it works is you'll have to socket skill gems. In POE 1, you have to socket them into your gear. And then in order to make them stronger, your sockets will have to be what's called linked, which they'll have like a connection between them. And so you'll put a skill gem in, which is what you'll use on your hotbar, so like say poison arrow, and then you'll have support gems that you'll link to it. POE 2 works a bit differently than that, but that's how POE 1 works. So you could put as many skill gems on in those sockets that you want, so you can cast and use a bunch of different skills. And then once they're linked, you'll want to add support gems that will buff those skills to make them stronger. So a support gem might make it so that, for instance, for me, instead of firing 1 arrow, maybe I fire 3 arrows, or it increases the damage I do with cold stuff, or whatever. There's a crap ton of support gems. Need that. In fact, I probably don't need this armor either. Yeah. Yeah, have a nice night, Zero. Go get some sleep, man. And thank you. You have a good night, and I hope you have a good start of the day tomorrow. Alright, we gotta find one more of these. What the fuck was that? That was a bug? Here's the last one. Uh-oh. It got a little hairy there. That's why I hate this zone. Boss time. Should be the last of them. Here we go. No? Thought I had range on that. Which one is this? Stop moving or you will be imprisoned. I think he only does one of the spells. He either does the one where you always have to move, or the one where you always have to stop. I don't know if he does both in one fight. None of this shit matters.
It's not over. This dark power.
Alright, we got our spirit gem now. We want to go with Wind Dancer.
Someday.
Better defenses. We can do Toxic Growth, or should we? No, let's do Toxic Growth. Or, I'll probably do Toxic Growth and try that out in the league, but Freezing Salve was probably a better call for now. Current Toxic Growth kind of sucks. Wrong button. I always push M by accident instead of U. Okay, we'll go kill the final act boss. Nice thing is we have this thawing charm, which will actually help us with him. Make sure we don't get frozen. The frost boss. These mobs suck. Fucking blood pools everywhere all the time. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Vanquished.
Maybe I should have done magnified effect.
The voice of the man I must face. Today is a good day.
Nice. Nice fat upgrade right before the boss. I think I'm usually level 15 when I kill him.
The mighty fall.
Okay, nearly there. One more floor. I don't think I have any movement speed on my boots. Yeah. Kinda sucks, actually. Oh shit. Okay, hello, hello. What do we got here? Movement speed, 60 health. Holy shit! Who cares about the thorns? Everything else is great. Thorns is dog shit for me, but I'll take all of the other frickin' stats on that bad boy. What a huge find. Our health pool went from 300 or 260 to 320. It's like that. Now we just need to get that lucky on League launch. 20% movement speed boots this early. Oof. Fucking ranged mobs, dude. Bastards hurt. Here we go.
Don't stop. The beast.
What are they doing?
This interloper has the power we need. Kill him, and you shall have everything I promise.
No nuke this time. I'll remove your head myself.
We'll see about that.
Easy prey. Run, little rabbit. No escape.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that attack. Holy shit. I think we had a good health pool. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even recognize that attack he just did. What the fuck? I don't remember that one at all.
Open the cage. Release the beast. Give me what you promised.
I think not. I need so much more. Since you're too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can.
Phase, asshole! Hate it.
How dare you abandon me after all I've given you?
Alright, here we go.
The eternal endure, with bloodlust empowered. Our Ezeli endured, but soon all were devoured. In unending war, death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as summer soured. Solstice of pain.
Freezing gale. I will take out your heart and savor its fight. Desolation. Requiem. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous. Chilling frost.
No.
You are hunted. Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured.
Unhowled now in tune. No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger.
Nearly there. Uh-oh. Alright, we're fine. Okay, there we go. Good Act 1 warm-up.
Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment.
Wasn't too bad.
The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me. Where has she taken the beast? I found messages from the desert. From the Vastiri? Yes. Find her. Kill her.
Alright, so let's aim for level 15 at least.
Stop the madness.
I think that's what I usually did on Act 1, was level 15 for this guy.
We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell.
I don't even want these. They're not going to be better than what I got. Wonder if the rewards for this will be the same. I honestly think the lightning damage might be the best early game bow socket.
We can find them.
Not sure.
Go.
You've done the duck good luck. Be careful.
You... Thank you.
Let's take the lightning.
Later.
Betrayal of the Countess has...
Alright, well, that was a nice little casual jumping back into POE 2 tonight, getting ready for the league, so... Anyways, anyone still lurking around, I'm going to call it quits here for tonight. I will be back on to stream Lords of the Fallen for my normal stream tomorrow. And then, once again, probably late at night, I will be jumping on for some more POE 2 warm-up. So, if you guys want to hang out, come see me then. Awesome. Otherwise, you guys have a good day, good night, whatever time it is in your part of the world. I'm out for tonight. Deuces.